hello! Welcome back, Blake District. My name is Kastian, and today we are playing more Mass Effect 3. Yes, indeed, we are playing more Mass Effect 3. Not Mass Effect 3? No, we're playing Mass Effect 1. We're not playing Mass Effect 3. We're playing more Mass Effect. This is part 3? I don't know. I don't know why I said 3. Anyway, hello. Sorry, I'm having a day. Mass Effect wasn't loading, or wasn't opening. And I was like, oh no, have the mod's gone wrong? No, it just needed me to open Steam first, and that was all of a kerfuffle, which is why you may have heard Mass Effect load in the background of the opening of the stream, and I apologize for that, but also, you know, we got to get there somehow. Hello, Neptune. Hello, Tobin. Yeah, how we doing? What's working now? What's happening? What's good? What's working now? Good day. Good morrow to you, sir. Anyway, yes, we're playing more Mass Effect. Not Mass Effect 3, just Mass Effect 1. We'll get to 3 eventually. But yeah. Excited to get back into it. Obviously, still love the game. We're going to be heading out into space for our first time. And I'm going to go do some... I think I'm going to do some Uncharted missions first. Then go get Liara. I think that's what I'm going to do. Chat wasn't working. Oh. Weird. Well, it's working now. I can see you. How bizarre. I don't know. It's just one of those days, apparently, where it's just sort of like, what if I just don't work? It's like, I don't know. Anyway, we're here. We're ready. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. Before we do get into the process of playing Mass Effect, we're going to be running a little late today, by the way. I know some of you in the UK will have to depart probably a little earlier than we finished, but we're going to be running till 3 o'clock Eastern today, and that is because A, I want to, and B, we don't have Baldur's Gate 3 videos going up on YouTube today. Unfortunately, as I said in my YouTube post, much like real life D&D, when you've got 4 people trying to get them together to record and make sure that the recording is all, you know, there's all the setup time and all of that, it doesn't always work out, and we do cut it close to the wire a lot of the time anyway. Usually we record Thursday night, and through Thursday night I am editing, I am uploading, and I'm hoping that it gets out on time on the Friday. It's on and off for me. Oh, well, that's annoying. I'm sorry that it's sort of doing a weird thing. But yeah, hopefully it sorts itself out. I don't know quite. I haven't changed anything my end, so I don't know whether that's... I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah. Before we do get into the stream, as always, my friends, please do, if you like what we do here and you want to support us, please do like and subscribe. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, leave a comment down below. If you don't know what to comment, wait until the end of the video and I'll tell you. Now that I've said all this stuff and I've done all the bits and bobs and all that's finished, let's go into the game, shall we? Let us make sure we are up and running and working. We are a little small. Why is this small? Why is this? Oh, it's because I was recording Indiana Jones earlier and it's doing funny things about it. Anyway, there we go. Back to full screen. Hello. Hello. Lovely to see you all. Did you see my new tat in the Discord? You may recognize it. It's a very cool... Dex is getting blow-dried. Me and your brothers are the same for BD3 on Friday nights. Hell yeah. I mean, we gotta love a bit of Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get into the galaxy map. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Okay. We've got a lot happening here. Okay, do I think go to get Liara before I do any side quests? Or should I just go do some side quests? This is part of the mod, by the way, that shows you where the side quests are now. So there's no faffing about going, I don't know where anything is. Let me look at the site. Side quests, assignments. UNSC hostage board freighter in the Hades Gamma. That's also in the Hades Gamma. Let's go to the Hades Gamma then. Hades Gamma has got some stuff going on. Let's go over that way. To be honest, I haven't been on Discord a lot lately. I need to, as I've need to be more social. I've pretty much lived at work the past month and a half. That happens though, man. There's no shame in that. Like, sometimes work just sort of takes your priority. And that is totally okay. Alright, let's go to the Hades Gamma cluster. And we'll go... Hostage feels more pressing than the missing team. So let's go there. Let's go there. My beauty. My baby. The SR-1 Normandy. Follow those buzzards, dude. I assume you were talking about the tattoo. Is there anything with? Trying to remember if there's any pingables. Prothean data discovered scans of Gintama. Derelict freighter in mid-stage orbital decay. Your salvage team boarded the vessel and determined that it had been attacked by raiders. There was little of value still on board, but the team did find a Prothean data disc. I don't get the reference. That's not for me, obviously, but like, you know, there's a large deposit of thorium on a nearby moon. Lovely. Oh, I did not mean to exit. Alright, hang on. Alright, let's just go to solve the hostage situation then. The MSV Ontario. Turns a Colon-class modular conveyor of human design. No, configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling. Is making a hard burn for the cover of an asteroid cluster. Well, let's get on board and see if we can't help the hostages out. I'm going to take my two best boys.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
It's a restless logo.
The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Yeah. And one of them is a black sheep, as I've become the black sheep of my family. I thought I'd play into it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I do actually know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but the Fireflies. What's his name? It's gone from my head. I stopped watching wrestling quite some time ago, but I did hear about him because, by all accounts, he was a very good dude. Okay.
Look out! Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Kill the hostage? No, don't kill the hostage. I just got hit.
Shields disabled.
Again, so need to stop.
Shepard's been hit!
Okay, well I just died. What happened there? Wyndham was beloved, not only a creative mind, but an incredibly kind heart. He was there to give a helping hand to those around him. Bless. Okay, well let's try this again, shall we? With less death, one would hope. Do we think throw or warp? Let's use warp as our thing.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Need to hurry, they're gonna kill us!
Why is this much health? Where are they coming from? I'm just gonna get confidence riding in the city so I can get training out of the ground. I believe in you. I believe in you, man. You'll get there. Alright, so I got wrecked is what happened there. I've got to be more careful, apparently. They somehow came from behind us, which there's no doors or anything for them to come from, so I don't know how they did that, but they did.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
We need to hurry. They're gonna kill him.
Have they still got me?
Shields down.
How did they still get me? What's that? What is this? This is becoming irksome. That is a lot. I'm playing on regular difficulty as well, to be clear. Let's try using shield boosts instead, eh?
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
We need to hurry. They're gonna kill him.
This knockdown thing is what gets me every time. Hello, hello. Oh my
Medic!
God almighty. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Welcome to the stream where I spend the first 2.5 hours just trying to, like, figure out how to get this going.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
We need to hurry. They're gonna kill him.
They somehow always get me. Crikey, alrighty. Okay, we got there, we got there. We always have that one level that just takes a while to deal with, doesn't it just? I'll check this area out in a bit. Dix's bath's been dry, so now I can hear you. Sorry about the one-sided chat, no problem.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you.
Okay.
Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants,
Right,
but
so
you
they're
voted
trying to
against
seek vengeance
reparations.
because
Think about
L2s
this.
are biotics
Burns
who were
is the
given
one
the
man
L2
who can
bio.
help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you?
I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through.
Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
That's not the plan.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this
I mean, it
desperate.
shouldn't take this much.
If I'd
but
known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth. I promise that.
Let him go. That was a nightmare.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
And what I was saying,
The Fifth
Neptune,
Fleet
was,
cruiser
I
will be
believe in
by
you and
shortly to
got
pick
this,
you and
mate.
the prisoners up.
Oh, jeezy crazy. Decryption skill too low? No! I got decryptors here. Oh, they don't have any decryption. Oh, he's got loads of leveling up to do. That might be one of the reasons why they went down so easily. But hey ho. There we go. We got there in the end. Alright. Now that we've leveled up leveled him up, immediately we were able to do it. Okay. What else is hanging about? I'm glad we're still able to search the ship. I can't remember if this is one where you had to like search the ship before you got to the like main part of it. Alright. Well, we saved Burns. Good for us. We died 4 times on the way to getting there? Do we think 4, 5 maybe? Certainly took us a long old time. I'm glad Dex is happy and washed. Well, I'm sure he's washed. I don't know if he's happy. Dogs tend to go one of 2 ways about being washed. They're either very excited for bath time, or they're like, don't ever touch me again, human. You've betrayed my trust for the last time. Alright. I think that's everything we're gonna get from in here. Alright. Look. Difficult for some reason, but worth it. Might need to have a look at our stuff. We need to play through Mass Effect 1 and play 2 and 3, but not 1. Same for The Witcher. Currently listening to the audiobooks and playing Witcher 2. So, I need to play through... The problem I have, right, with The Witcher, and I mentioned this in a recent video as well, is the problem I have with The Witcher is,
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination
want to play
in
them
progress.
in chronological order. Because I read the books a while back, and now I want to play through the games. The games are set after the books. Though there's a new book coming out, right? I think. But,
Logged. The commanding officer is...
yeah, I just, I can't quite get into it the way that I want to. I need to get to medium armor. So what I'm actually going to do
is aboard.
is I might-
Exo Presley stands relieved.
I don't tend to do much in the way of intimidation, so I think I'm gonna quickly go respec a little and try and get to that light armor, that medium armor, real quick. Because I put in a specialization, isn't it? Which is much better. No, absolutely. And I know that. What do we get for intimidation? Sell items for more. Yeah, I'm not so fussed about that. I'm not doing much of that. Okay, so let me go Vanguard, Vanguard. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Assault training. Okay. Alright, let's do assault rifles. Because it increases the damage from them. Spectre training. We'll get to the Unity on there as well. We're mostly a soldier in this moment, but like that's okay. Which two is much better? Yeah, which one is I mean, that's the that's the reason I haven't got through it. You know what I mean? It's clunkier than I would like, and so I struggle with it a little bit. I mean, it's not bad. It's not by any means bad. Witcher 1 is got a good story to it. I also found, and I've talked about this before, but I also found the ability to unlock naked lady trading cards.
Patching it through.
To be a little weird.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Happy to help. That's a nice new touch as well. That we now have the hollow of the Admiral rather than just the voice. Because in original Mass Effect 1, you just got like the overhead voice, which is cool. But now we go and actually have a hollow message with him, which is actually very cool. Survey. Gas deposit was you detected large Flowbar. Matriarch's writing. Strange object orbiting close to Chief Engineer Adams. Yeah, Witcher 1 had a sort of weird side. No, basically, anytime you could sleep with a person, which was many times. Anytime you could sleep with a person in Witcher 1, you unlocked their card, and it was a card of them naked. One of the things I will probably play through at some point is I'm going to figure out how to mod Witcher 1 to be a little bit more up to date, both in terms of the naughtiness and in terms of the general just quality of life stuff, if I can. Much like I have done with this game, I'll try and find like a mod list that basically tones down the shagging and tones up the combat. Mod it to be playable. Yeah, kinda. And the graphics. There was talk a little while back of CD Projekt Red maybe working on a remake of it, essentially. But I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that, A, if that's even happening, and B, if it is happening, when or if we're ever going to see that. We're in the cow on a shopping trolley, as I like to call it. Thanks to, I don't know if any of you watched Zero Punctuation, but Yahtzee once described the way that the Mako travels, the way the Mako handles, like trying to handle a cow in a shopping trolley. And I've never heard a more accurate descriptor for how the Mako works. Now I have, in fact, modded the Mako a little bit to be a little bit easier to handle. But still, there's only so much you can change, you know? There's only so much you can fix. That'd be awesome, but alas, they have to start working on Unreal Engine. Right. We leveled up. Let's do this. Let's get some points into. I'm gonna warp, and we're gonna try and get to barrier. Is what we're gonna try and do. Golden bedroom. Electronics. Okay, up to there. If they remake the Ritual, it'll be on UE5. It'll probably be broken, much less pretty, much like all UE5 games. Maybe, you know. I don't know. I can't predict that. But it is very plausible that it'll be. Electronic skill still too low? Hang on.
Heading out.
I'm going to return to Normandy before I come back down. I'm going to respec Caden and focus... No, I'm going to respec Garrus and focus his attention on... Because Caden's a biotic, so I want to pump up Caden's biotic abilities. And then I want to pump up Garrus's electronic abilities. And see if... Right, human squad mates. Caden Elenko. Okay, first things first. Let's get that all the way up. Barrier. And we'll get... Okay. That's how we're going to do you. Garrus. Turian agent, let's get you to the max. Alright, decryption. We'll get this up to there. And then we'll get electronics up as well. And then we'll start working on getting you to snipers. I want to get him to sniper quicker, but like that's fine. Alright. Back down to the planet's surface so we can use our electronic skill. So Garrus is with us to deal... I'm here to deal with the human enemies. Caden's here to deal with biotic enemies. And then Garrus is here to deal with electronic enemies. Robotic enemies. That is the goal. My two best boys! One of the other reasons I like Caden and Garrus from a mechanical perspective is that they are probably the most balanced team you can take because of their different abilities. Because Garrus has electronics and combat. I have biotic in combat. Caden has biotics and electronics and technical stuff. Technical stuff. The official term used for anything involving electronics or robotics is technical stuff, you know. My shepherd has no knowledge of technology. I'm just role-playing. I don't know how technology works. I fear it for the most part. Respectfully fear it, to be clear. Oh, gosh, we need to do that. Back up we go. Here we are again. Happy up a tree. What do you mean? Okay, well that was a waste of everybody's time and energy. Let's go to this anomaly instead. We'll have to come back for that. Annoying. That looks like it might be a Threshamore attack. Some of these planets have Threshamore attacks that come out of nowhere.
Saren was one of the most respected Turians in the galaxy, Garrus. You gonna be okay going up against him?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Just keep saying that, especially to humans. We've got a lot of
No
angry
worries.
people right now.
Have fun. Yeah, it's the real fun part. It's like driving in riding a horse in Skyrim. The device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. Oh, okay. We've solved part of the mystery. And there's the uranium deposit over here. Go find that. Back. Here we go. Turn around. Come on now. There we go. Good shopping trolley cow. Moo. I have a new cow. A true cow. A blue cow named Caroline. Moo. Is that a gypsy reference? Correct. To be clear, I'm talking about the music. No, well, not movie. The musical named that. I don't approve of the use of the word. That is just what it is called. We went to see it with Audra McDonald on Broadway a few months back, and it was brilliant. She's a revelation, as they say. As Mama Rose. So good. Yes, I do apologise if that word offended anybody. I was nearly using the name of the musical, but I understand that it is an inappropriate word. Which some people still don't get. Some people are still like, it's fine, say whatever. No. No.
Just lead the way.
And there's another rated. So the thing that I've done, one of the mods included in this mod pack, which I am quite pleased with, is one that basically you've seen. So all those planets that I have just been scanning rather than landing on, you used to have to land on them to go and get like the rare mineral deposits and things like that. Now you can sort of get them from scanning, like in Mass Effect 2 and 3. This might be a Threshold attack. It looks like it could be. We'll find out. These are things, by the way, that in the lore of our character, our shepherd was surrounded by one of those, which makes sense when you see it. Sorry, just repairing. Lovely.
Moving out.
Turin insignia recovered. Right. Now we'll go do the actual thing we're here for, which is to investigate the missing team. That's the research base. Check that out, and then go to the mine. I think after this, though, we'll go get Liara. Because the hostage situation felt like it was pressing, right? So I would want to do that quickly. And while we were in the area, might as well do this too. But now we should go see Liara. And then we'll have a full crew! And we'll be ready to rock and or grow. Depending on your mood. Yeah, you do both, you do either, you do neither. It's up to you. This looks different.
Where is everybody?
Great question. Okay. Oh, let's not get stuck, eh? Okay, well, hang on. Oh, there, I mean, there's a hab there. Let's go in the hab first. It's an empty hab. That was a waste of our time. Caden, why would you suggest that? I can't blame you, Caden. You're my sweet cheese, my good time boy. My rotten soldier.
Cover me.
These habs have been set up so weird. Empty. Can't even get in this one. Nothing in there anyway. Okay. Well then let's go to this mine. And they called it a mine. A mine! This is no mine. This is a tomb. There's an alarming number of games where that applies to. It called us. It will lead us into eternity. We become more than we are. We become an echo of their echo. Ha! Not at all ominous. Be ready for whatever there is. Those are husks. I'm coming now.
Shield down.
Okay, what did you stand directly in front of me every time I was firing a shot? Maybe?
The survey team must have unearthed some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
What do you mean? It's right there. I'm guessing this is it. It's very bright. Okay. Well, technically we found them. You know? If anyone asks, we can say we know where they are. Very dead. Completely deceased. Oh god, more of them. That accounts for all of the exchange survey teams. They were converted into cybernetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on a frontier world so far from Geth territory is unknown.
All
well,
clear.
Dig a little deeper, see what we can find. Yeah, dragon's teeth. Again, named after the myth in ancient Greece, where if you sprinkled dragon's teeth on the ground, skeletons of its victims will sprout from it and serve whoever it is that sprinkled it. Nothing new there. Yeah, we'll take the Reaper 2. Actually, you know what? We'll keep the Reaper 1, and I'll tell you for why. It's because we're going to give Garrus the Reaper 2. Anything new or better? Obviously, that's better because it's heavy, but I can't wear that. Nothing of you. Let me give you the Reaper 2. And then we'll give you the Avenger 2. And the Storm, the Hurricane 2. That's great. Cool. It's Hurricane Storm time's coming for you today. You remember that? Okay, cool. Alright. Probably start selling some of the older stuff. Yeah. Okay. Nothing else of note back here. No, cool. Alright. Well, we answered the question. Not satisfactorily in terms of for the families and friends of the exogenic research team, but you know, at least they don't have to wonder. We don't have to tell them exactly what happened, you know what I mean? We don't have to be like, by the way, they were turned into like mechanical husks. We should probably tell the council that. But we don't have to tell family and the friends. I do need to come back here. I need to remember that. Make a mental note that I need to come back and scavenge further. Can't believe we have such a high electronic skill and it was still like, nope. It's not enough. Alright, let's go get Liara Tsoni. Who is in Athens? Maybe? Question mark? Nothing there. Gas deposit. Gotta check these always, just in case. Nope. Gas deposit. Nothing on Nausicaa. Pharos is good. Okay. Let's try Knossos. Phaistos. Nothing. Good. Anything in the belt? Aha! Metallic asteroid. Gimme. Gimme. Therum. Ah, this is where she is. Okay, let me just scan the rest of the planets and then I'll come get her. Armini. Arcanis. Carbonaceous asteroid. Oh, that's not even covered. Okay. I should probably be reading those, but I haven't been. Alright, this is Therum, right? No, that's Armini. This is Therum. Therum. Let's go get the doctor. We'll take with us Garrus always. And Caden, probably always, honestly. I'll bring appropriate companions to some different missions. Like Liara is definitely coming with us to this area.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Okay. I'm sure this will be an easy journey and there will be no problems. The little voice in the back of my head that's saying, drive into the lava, the Mako can take it. And I know full well the Mako can in fact not take it. It can take a lot. It can survive a Thresher Maw attack. But it doesn't do well in lava. I'll tell you what I did like, actually, is the hammerhead that was used for one DLC mission in Mass Effect 2. The hammerhead was quite good. Handled a lot better than the Mako. fast, smooth sailing. Well, that looks like a Geth ship, doesn't it? A Geth armor ship. Yep, that's good. Alright. Let's take care of those. So the Geth are here. Which is not ideal. Really ever. Kind of never want to get to show up in Mass Effect 1. I see. Another level up.
I don't think we can take that strong point head on.
I don't know, I think we did quite well. I think we can take it. Let's go, let's take it. I should probably level the folks up first. Okay. Get more throw. Get more vanguard, get more spectre training. Get more into assault rifles. You give me more. Let's get first aid because I need to actually be able to heal. In fact, let's just give you 4 in first aid. Cool. And then you, for some reason, we need more electronics and more decryption, but we're going to put 2 into assault rifles so we can get you closer to sniper rifles, which is where I actually want you. Okay, so I actually can't get in that way, is what you meant to say, Kate. Like, oh, you can't get in there. There you are. Thankfully that tiny beam protected us. Like James Bond baddies, where they're like, well, we can't hit you. Dodged like a boss. Any more for any more? I mean, there are clearly more because I can see the red dots. Okay. One in each of these buildings, huh? That's fine. We can do that. First we'll go in here. You're around this corner. Okay, maybe not. Weird that there was a little red dot. My concern ever increases. There's one in here though. Haha! I got you. And then we can open the gate so we can drive in and out easier. Which is also good. Do you think there's a world where you like attempt to do an on-foot infiltration of this area? And then I just gotta check something, hang on. Who, what, when, where, and why? Yeah, there's no way. There was no way. Nothing in here, which means they're in the other one. Caden, are you coming? Yeah, cool. Did you get stuck on a wheel? What's that about, dude? You're a trained Alliance soldier. And you're like, but the wheel has me caught. I'm caught in a trap and I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Alright. Just checking. Alright. So we're going to have to fight something around this corner because that red dot was nowhere to be seen on the other side. Just wonder what and where. I don't wonder what and where anymore. There's more though. Yep, there's another one. Yeah. Good at this. Sort of, a bit. Kind of, maybe. One of the mods that got added to my list from this mod list that's in the description down below, by the way, increases the amount of time that enemy bodies hang around for, which I was like, an odd thing to watch, but okay. Even through the steam, I can do it. I mean, let's be so for real. They're not particularly hard to do. Oh, I should move. I mean, yeah, deliver. Ow. My knees. Get stuck behind those bars and make it easier for me to kill you. I appreciate that. If only all enemies were as kind. Level up. I mean, I will take it. And we'll go one here, one here. I do want to feel like I'm actually doing like biotic things. What does medicine do? Okay, so let's do unlock medicine and we'll take swimming medicine. Decryption, electronics, 2 assault rifles, and then we'll get to sniper rifles. And then we'll do some sniper rifle and some tactical armor for him. We also want to get him through the ability to wear medium armor, which is the highest level of armor he can wear, I'm pretty sure anyway. I think I'm trying to remember where things are. Because you never want to miss a thing in a video game, you know? Even a video game you played 18 times to completion, the whole series. I've got a lot of Mass Effect lore in my head, but where things are and what things do, I don't necessarily remember all of it. Lore, easy. Game knowledge, very rude what you just did. Firing rockets at me at close range. So I shall do the same to you. Have some close range rockets. A gift to enjoy. Like an eclair. Or a day at the zoo. just the movie rocket. I can get through here. Yeah, that's right. Just go in diagonally and Alright, I think we have to walk.
On my way.
Lads, I think we have to walk. Something's telling me. Might be all these chest-high walls.
Hostile contact.
Yeah, I see it. Another one's still alive. Around this corner. Up. Yeah. Let me put throw still on. Oh, throw still on here. Okay, cool.
Enemy contact.
Whoa, now. Garrus, give me eyes in the sky, baby. Well, actually, I can sky because you're still on the ground, but you know what I mean by that. Where are Garrus? Where are you?
Now it gets fun.
Don't worry about Garrus. I got it, mate. Hello? Hello? This is me trying to aim. Doing a little dance, making a little love. Get down tonight. Where's Garrus? I gave Garrus a sniper rifle, and now he's missing. Is he stuck on the wheels or something like Caden was earlier? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only competent person. You know? Do you ever get that feeling? Like at work. We are like, it feels like only I'm doing my job. Maybe other people should also be doing their job. Ah, yes, the bouncy balls. We're having a great day. It's a great day. Alright. Okay, well that did something at least. You keep going. Hey, Garrus, are you using that sniper rifle I gave you? Why is Garrus blocked? Caden got himself knocked down. Just hiding on the end of this thing. He's just like, I'm not coming out. Alright. Get on up, Caden.
Area secure.
Yes, yes. Security briefing for EAE mining operations. Recent EAE mining operations in the Exodus cluster have flagged a series of unauthorized orbital adjustments to the asteroids designated for a prospective orbital station near Terra Nova. The trajectory adjustments do not align with our standard protocols and have been executed outside of our operational oversight. Immediate investigation is requested. Interesting. Right, you are supposed to be using the sniper rifle. You, give me some... Where's the first... Oh. First aid. Let's get you healed up, eh? After standing in the open and getting shot at for a bit. Which, Caden, I gotta say, man, it's unwise. It is unwise. Into the mine. Oh. Forgot the loading screens don't really exist anymore. Which is good. But still. Let's guess. Okay. Getting shot from somewhere. There's another one down there though, guys. Be wary. Garrus, you show that wall. Okay.
Clear.
Okie dokie, everything's fine. We're fine. What is that? Did somebody just fly past me? Am I crazy? Oh, it's a J.J. Abrams lens flare. I understand.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Well, the Citadel's hardly a ruin, is it, Garrus? It's doing quite well on the old being not ruined front. That wasn't a dig. You know I love you. I'm just saying. It's not what I would call a ruin. Can I just, hey, Caden? What if we took off your helmet? Hang on. Everyone else has got their helmet off, man. You don't gotta do it. You know? It's okay. We'll still think you're cool. I'll still think you're cool. People don't think you're cool. And I wish that was a true game, but it isn't. Wrong people think you're uncool.
The tiles in those holes remind me of a bathroom floor.
Caden, not doing much to beat the allegations there, mate. Oh. The tiles in that hole remind me of the bathroom floor. Yes, Caden. That is what they're like. Do Turians go to the bathroom the same way that they humans do? Turians are people, but you know. Well. There's a floating bubble lady.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
I'd like to. So her face should be her face, yeah.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil.
Part of the, again, mod list.
I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Okay.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth.
But also trapped you
When
in a
I
bubble.
turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Okay. Yeah, we've handled Krogan. Yeah, we have handled Krogan before. We handled the Krogan bouncer. We can deal with Krogans. Oh, they're shooting at us again. Geth love shooting as they do. Cool.
Negative
So, yeah,
contact.
Liara now has her face from Mass Effect 3.
Hostile contact!
And she'll have that same face in Mass Effect 2.
Perimeter clear.
And anything else she may appear in. A thing I don't mind doing with this mod list is it made decryption like quick. Only for things like important things like boxes and stuff like that. Doors and stuff you still need to manually override, I'm pretty sure, but like crates you can just do the thing. This is a cool lift. Elevator. Same thing. Hello.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
I mean, I fired the mining laser.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
I got you.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower.
No, it's...
At least I think it's an
oh,
elevator.
in the center of the... Okay,
it should take us out of here. Come
broke.
on.
So that's not the way.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Yeah, probably.
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Great question. My next question.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
And who fired that? Which idiot fired
We have
the
to
mining
hurry.
laser?
The whole place is caving in.
Unstable mine.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
We'll be fine. Provided we're not suddenly ambushed at the top of this elevator, we will be able to get out of here with plenty of time to spare. Oh no, an ambush!
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Okay, well.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor
I don't think I did. I think I just...
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
I think I just blew a hole in the
She'll
ground.
stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, Doesn't matter.
It very much so doesn't. Shell wood throw. You gotta keep shooting once they're down, because otherwise they don't stay down. In this game. The running can start. Running fast can start. Lens flare. The mine went. Okay, we all made it, and that's what counts. We're all okay. Never didn't have it. In fact, we're fine.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull.
Thanks.
Just for future reference.
Very much, Joker.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
That did seem like the
What
plan.
did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
Just
I hate to admit it, but I
so
am only
rude.
106.
Like, so forward. Just like,
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
how
A
old are
century
you?
may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
It's the Reapers.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is
There was a
finding
sentient
evidence
race
to
of
support them.
robots that
The
wiped out
Protheans
all
left
life in the galaxy.
remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have
I'm
tracked down
hoping in
every
Mass
scrap
Effect
and
2 we
shred
can
of
tweak
evidence.
his face a little bit.
Eventually, subtle
I'm happy
patterns
with it,
start
but
to
I think
emerge.
we can make it better.
Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated
Do you know
itself
what?
many times over.
I love her turning
If the
around to talk
Protheans
to
weren't
Rex
the
and Rex
first,
being like,
Then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove
Let's
my
kick my
theory,
elbow,
but
I
I know I
apologize.
am right.
Okay, that's good.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Well, let's do
We
that
were wiped
together.
out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Well,
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden
it
Prime.
got implanted
It
in
burned
my
a vision
brain,
into my
you see.
brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare.
Well,
no wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk.
A little bit.
But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear.
And gooey.
I am
It was also
amazed
gooey.
you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right.
Ashley
I'm
just
sorry,
like,
my
shut
scientific
up.
curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Yet.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr.
Yeah,
Chocklaw
you were in a
should
bubble
take a
for
look
a while, right?
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans'
And having
true
been
fate.
in a bubble.
I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to
And also,
think
Chakwas
things over.
rocks, so like...
Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, we should tell him.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Yes, Barrett.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Just this one.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins.
That's all I need for you.
We
one
were lucky
time
to make it out alive.
Of course,
chill
Commander.
dude.
The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Yeah, I got you. Alright, well... You know what? They were more polite than the last 2 times we've seen them, so I'll take it.
Yes, Commander?
Nothing.
Carry on, Presley.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Any new terminal messages? From Presley. While you were away on mission, things on the Normandy were uneventful. The most excitement we had up here was upon your return. Yeah, I must say it would have been rather thrilling to watch those lava geysers erupt. Even if we hadn't been swinging around in our harnesses as Joker avoided them. Commander, I know we spoke about this before, but I have to ask, is it wise to have another alien aboard the Normandy, especially one with close ties to Saren's top lieutenant? She might say she hasn't spoken with her mother, but how do we know she's telling the truth? I don't mean to be inflammatory, nor question your decisions. I just think caution ought to be warranted. Thank you, Presley. Hello, Commander. I hope this reaches you. I have paid Evolos 300 credits to get your extranet addressed to me. For me, I just wanted to say what an honor it was to meet you in person, Commander Shepard. Let me know when you're back on Earth. I'd love to buy you that drink sometime. Thank you for your service. All the best, Comrade Werner. Good. Shepard, come down to the cargo bay. I want to talk to you about Saren. Rex. No new messages. Okay, well, we'll do that. Actually, we will head down and... Another heat low monitor. We should go and chat to Rex in a little bit, but first, let's just see if Joker has anything new to say.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
Anything new?
She's the best ship in the fleet.
Okay.
Balance isn't what you'd expect. The Normandy's probably too... Alright,
appreciate it. Bye. Okay. Let's go talk to Liara, because Liara's here now. And it'll be good to see how she is doing. But we also need to go talk to Rex as well. I'm gonna pop in here. Oh, I'm gonna pop in here for a sec, see if there's anything worth noting here. There is not. I think they meant to put this there. But that doesn't seem to be how it's worked out. Hey, Caden. Talk to me.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenka,
tell me all you want to say.
When it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction. But we can't get backup from the Council?
Yeah, well,
sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
They're all
the Council doesn't want to
bureaucrats.
believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I didn't go through bat training for my biotics. Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp.
Brain camp?
Hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled.
Are there Turian biotics?
There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
Yeah, what do you mean?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Not ideal.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's
Named
it like?
after Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space.
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out.
Nice.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah.
I like how the other option is like plenty of time for shagging.
Network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming.
It sounds like you had a little crush, Caden.
But not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids.
Sure, you mean you described it as
but that's my own
place.
baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Yeah, and that's why
Anything
people think
you
he's
need,
boring.
Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
What's your opinion on the last
That's why
mission?
people think he's boring, right?
Dr.
Because he's got his past squared away.
Seems like a sweet girl.
Unlike
Easy on the eyes.
Ashley or...
I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Like, Ashley is still dealing with her family issues. And Liara is obviously dealing with issues that arise throughout the course of this game. Rex is dealing with, like, species issues, honestly. And, Garrus is trying to come to terms with what kind of a person he wants to be. Right? So they all have arcs that happen during the game. So they feel more fleshed out. Kaiden's only problem is... Kaiden is a fully fleshed out character, and I like Kaiden a lot. The only problem Kaiden has is Kaiden's, like, history and troubles is that he's done... And that they've all happened in the past. He's dealt with them already.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Nope, just seeing
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
If Liara's okay. Speaking of, hello. And so people are like, he's boring, he's got nothing to him. And I'm like, I do get that, because I feel the same way.
Commander, are
in
you
a lot
coming
of
to check
cases,
up
I
on
feel
me?
that way about Halsin in Baldur's Gate 3. Right? Because once you complete Act 2, Halsin's got nothing going for him. Once you get to... Other than being a cool guy, I like Halsin as a character. I want to be clear about that. But, like, after Act 2 of Baldur's Gate 3, Halsin doesn't have any story to go on. And so I also struggle with him being a part of the thing. I don't know why it's fine with Kaiden and it's not fine with Halsin for me. I think because there were better options with Halsin. Like, you could have had Korga, which is not a hot take, but I think Korga would have been a more interesting companion because she has a story to tell, and she could have... Halsin should have come with you, definitely. Halsin should be in the camp. But I don't know if he should have been a companion. Maybe Korga would have been a better companion. That's just me. Anyway. It doesn't matter. I like Halsin a lot. And I like Kaiden a lot. Even though his story happened in the past.
You look much better.
He still has interesting
How are you
insights.
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yeah, she's
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
I do occasionally take renegade
So am
options,
I.
just so you're aware, but I am predominantly
I
Paragon.
know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds
like
dangerous.
I do every playthrough.
And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful.
See what people
until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
I hear that.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past.
Literally doing a bit of a rebellion.
It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an
I'm gonna look
archaeologist
backwards because you're all looking
Benezia.
forward.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision.
I sound like her mum.
But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate.
I'm messing with you, Liara.
I never meant to offend you, Shepard.
I'm messing with you.
I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
She's cute.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
No.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
You're okay.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be
They're
the voice
essentially
of
the elves
peaceful cooperation in galactic
of
disputes.
Mass Effect, right?
My people believe
They're
we are
like
all part of a single galactic community.
Long
Each
live,
species contributes something to the
more
greater
in touch
whole.
with magic.
Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled
Often
with rumors and
sexualized.
misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is
Hello,
monogendered.
Hexic, how you doing?
Male and female
Hope you're having a good
have
day.
no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it.
No, it's like
Physical contact may or may not be involved.
Connection, like
but
a
it is
mental
not an
connection,
essential
essentially.
element of the union.
A spiritual
the true
connection.
is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the
It's
very
sort of like someone
depths of
reading
their
your
minds.
mind and then making
We
a clone
explore
of
the
you a
genetic
little bit,
memory of
though.
their species.
Right?
We share the most basic elements of their individual
Oh no,
and
my
racial
friend, this
identities.
is first and foremost, I'm really glad
We
you're doing
then
well.
pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species.
I'm doing well.
And how
I'm
we
always happy
develop
when
a
playing Mass
greater
Effect. This is like
understanding of other races.
playthrough number 18 for me, but I've never done it on stream before or recorded it, and I wanted to play it. This is my first time playing through with the mod list that I'm using, and it's meant to sort of make all the narrative cohesive across all three games, plus some quality of life tweaks and things like that. If you want to see what I'm using, I use the mod guide from the description. But no, Mass Effect is my favorite series of video games, Hexic, so I absolutely adore it. I'm assuming have you played through it before? And if so, which is your favorite, 1, 2, or 3?
What happens to your partner
I think my
after the
favorite
union?
is 2 overall.
Every relationship is
but
different.
I think I prefer
Some
the
unions
story
are
of
a
1.
single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out
Yeah, that
long
wouldn't have
before we
worked
ever
out.
mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species.
I'd be intrigued
Asari
to
daughters
see an
inherit
Asari
racial
that
traits
was
from the father
half
species.
Solarian.
If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained.
Mass Effect is one
Or
of the top
so
3 games
conventional
ever.
wisdom
Same
would
here,
hold.
my friend.
I am
Same
what is
here. Welcome
sometimes
to the
called
club.
a pure blood.
No,
Though
I
Asari would
fell
ever
in
be
love with
cruel
it
enough
back
to
in the
say the
day,
word to my
and
face.
the Legendary
It is
Edition
a
just
great
brought a
insult
whole
among
new
my
love for it
people.
back.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have
Deus
happened.
Ex with Adam Jensen.
Maybe she passed
Nice.
away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure your father
Benezia
didn't
never spoke of her
disown
partner.
you.
Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will
Sure.
pass on long before the child reaches
Well,
maturity.
humans are very
You
short.
Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few
I like
sapient
Deus Ex.
species live as long
It's,
as
I never played the sequel.
We have learned to
but I
take
did
a
play,
philosophical
as in
approach
the
to our
sequel to the
unions.
modern one.
We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time
And that's
we
the
spend
way
with
to
them.
do it.
And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us.
Do I work
The
here? No,
union is
I'm a voice
connection
actor.
that transcends both time and
Hexic.
space.
That is what I do for a living.
Do you
this
know
is for
why
fun and
Benezia
for, like,
joined
an
up
extra
with
bit
Saren?
of
I don't
cash on the side,
understand
but
it.
I'm a
She
voice
was
actor
always
professionally.
outspoken about the need for the Asari
Nothing
to become
major.
more
I haven't
involved
done
in
anything
shaping
you probably
galactic
would have heard
events.
of. It's mostly
Maybe
like
she thought aligning herself
indie
with
games
Saren
here or
would somehow be
there, a
for
lot
the
of
greater good in the long
corporate
run.
stuff.
At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna
None of
suck
this
to
makes
find
any
out that your
sense to
mum
me.
might be working for
I
the
have
bad
not
guys
spoken
on
to Benezia
purpose.
in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Something
I should
has
go.
changed within
Goodbye,
you.
Shepard.
Alright. I'm gonna put. I think I will put a poll up on YouTube and in the Discord to sort of be like, hey, who should I romance in Mass Effect 1, and then I'll do the same in 2 and 3. Because otherwise I'm just gonna romance Liara. Oh, thank you so much, X6. I really appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Yeah, so I've been an actor for most of my life, and only since the. Myself sounds like Donald Duck. Hey, Donald Duck's got a great voice. Don't knock Donald Duck, you're fine. No, I've been a stage and screen actor for like 18 years, and then the pandemic hit, and I made the switch over to voice work, which is what I've been trying to do for a long time. So I essentially have started my career over again, which is always fun. Well, you know, if a game you worked on releases, please let me know. I will do, of course.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC
Tell me more
officer
about
in the
yourself,
first
my
place?
best friend in the whole wide world, Garrus.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers.
Yeah, never
I
doubt
wanted
your
to
voice,
fight
actually.
injustice, wanted to help people.
I'm sure your voice is
I guess
wonderful.
my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids.
I've never heard a voice
arrest.
I was like, that's, except ones that were deliberately being made to be annoying. Like character voices and stuff like that. I've never heard a voice where I've been like, you know what, that's a bad voice. There's no such thing as a bad voice. People sound how they sound, and it's always lovely to the people that love them and care about them.
That's tough. But you'd
Thank
think
you
he'd
so
be
much,
impressed you're going
Hexic. I
after Sarah.
appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were going to be a Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about
You'd have
1,000
been a great
other
Spectre.
Turian military recruits. I could have
After
received
Mass Effect
special
1.
training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres.
Before Mass Effect 1, he
hates
would
the
have made a
idea of
bad
someone
Spectre.
having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to
hear me
Saren,
doing a
you
lot
need
of
to send
voice
someone
stuff,
who isn't
Hexic, go back and
restricted by
watch the
policies and
stream
procedures.
from of Final Fantasy IX that I did before I started playing Mass Effect. Because I voiced all the characters and regretted it. Because it was very tiring.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should.
Correct.
I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but...
Oh yeah, Garrus is the best.
I'll think about it.
I mean, there's a comic book that covers his time between Mass Effect 1 and 2. But it would have been it'd be very cool to like play... like have just a little spin-off game where you play some of that time.
Commander, good to see you.
Rex wanted to talk. Hey, Rex, old pal.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
Well, I didn't mean he was a good person.
I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me
I feel like
this
you deliberately misread my words.
I
there,
would have
Rex.
if I thought I was important.
I think I'd like to hear about
Sure.
it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride
I've got
them.
the same one, Hexic.
They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I love all Mass Effect media, and it's a lot. Like I I've watched hey Darth, no stress. No stress. You never feel the need to chat. You don't have to chat. It's obviously lovely to talk to you, but like if you want to sit and lurk, sit and lurk. Yeah, I love the books. I love the comics. I even liked the cartoon movie about James. Yeah, I have consumed all Mass Effect media that I can. I haven't read all the Andromeda books yet, but I will. I will. I liked Andromeda. Once they patched it a bunch and made it playable, I think Andromeda was fine.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra
Please tell me you still got your
credits.
N7 jacket.
That's
I am
when
purchasing
saw
a
him.
new one. Unfortunately, my N7 jacket became unwearable. It sort of got wrecked by, I can't remember what it was, but something just basically tore through it. But I still have it. I just can't wear it anymore. But I am getting a new one at some point soon. I think it's, well, I've asked for one for Christmas, so. I hate Andromeda, but I'm not the kind of fan that tell people to avoid it. Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, Hexic. That's the right attitude to have. You cannot like a piece of media. A thing that seems to be a little bit lost these days is you cannot like a piece of media, and not everyone has to agree with you. It's okay. Andromeda is nowhere near as good in terms of the writing as Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I think the combat is better in Mass Effect Andromeda than any of the main series. I think they really did a good job on that. But yeah, there's a lot of people who go, no, I don't like it, therefore you can't like it, and that's just wrong. In the same way with like Star Wars, Star Wars has been my most beloved franchise for a long time. Yeah, that's exactly right, Hexic. The gunplay is definitely better. I've loved Star Wars since I was a child and continue to love it in my adulthood. I don't love the Disney movies, except for Rogue One. I don't love the Disney movies. But just because I don't love them doesn't mean that like a kid whose first taste of Star Wars is The Force Awakens should be told not to watch it. Do you know what I mean? It's very harmful to the of course he said, oh yeah, no, your jaw hit the floor. Yeah, no, unfortunately my jacket, it has passed on. But yeah, it will be replaced at some point. Yeah, no, it's like, long story short, if you like something, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. You shouldn't tell someone they are wrong for liking or disliking something that you do or don't like. Rogue One, Andor, Mandalorian Season 1 of the only stuff from Disney Star Wars I like. I haven't watched Season 2 of Andor yet, but I need to. I loved Season 1. Loved Season 1. And I liked a lot of the... I like a lot of the TV shows. I thought Skeleton Crew was fun. I actually did really like Acolyte. I thought some of the story choices were frustrating, but that can't be helped. But yeah, I like Mandalorian. Book of Boba Fett was disappointing, but that's fine. Because it turned into the Mandalorian Season 2.5 in the middle of it. I'm trying to think of anything else. But no, I get that. I loved Andor, though. Andor Season 1. I'm looking forward to Season 2. When I eventually get around to watching it. Anyway.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching.
Like a tiger, stalking.
A couple of the mercs called him by name.
Yeah, actually,
but he
really
never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boba Fett.
All I saw on
Such high
that ship
hopes.
was food and medical supplies.
Then...
There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it.
Has your chat broken, Neptune? I don't know. I hope not.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right.
Yeah?
Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Well, that's not...
So long, Rex.
That's not how you end a conversation. Like, every single merc ended up dead within a week. Every damn one. Bye! Regarding your career path, I'm sure you have heard the recent news about the Mass Effect TV show. Yes, I have. A lot of parts that make me... a lot of parts that I make at work have ended up in Star Wars movies and TV shows. That's really cool, Neptune. I didn't know that. I'd love to hear more about that. Yeah, I have. Mass Effect TV show. I don't know whether they're going to be focusing on this or if they're going to be doing like a Fallout style of in-world story. You know what I mean? Just like an extra story in the universe of Mass Effect. Because I think that's a safer bet. And it's being worked on by some of the same guys who worked on Fallout. But yeah, I think it's a safer bet to do like stories within the world of Mass Effect rather than just we're going to make a series that covers Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Hey Ashley, how you doing?
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
Hit me.
All right.
What's up?
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
You've been talking to Presley.
With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Yes, they're our allies.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free
we
rein
built
to
it
poke
with
around
the
the vital
Turians.
systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Hang on. I'm going to autosave and quickly speed through the conversations that we've had. Working for Cerberus and with time understanding, they don't know what's best for our protagonist. That could work. Yeah. Yeah, like literally anything... I think anything other than doing a... oh, God, I've made my life a little bit awkward here, but that's fine. We're going to quickly speed through the conversations that we need to have. That's my bad. I didn't want to shut her down like that completely.
I prefer gold. It's a lot shorter than saying. All
Okay.
right, see you.
That wasn't my intention at all. Now I'm gonna go talk to Liara again as well. I mean, I like Liara, but you know. Yeah, I think a TV show set in the world of Mass Effect, like exploring other people's writing so much. Really. No, you're not ruining my gameplay at all. I did that just then by saying the wrong thing. They were deemed not fit for purpose for the customer, but the customer happens to be right next to the film studio for Star Wars. Amazing.
Sorry, Commander. Sorry.
I didn't...
They're worth... A bunch of guys in suits.
You know of any...
It was I'm not saying they intentionally... It was a sterile We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept...
Then you...
I think things never felt it. But that's my own baggage, Commander. Besides, anything you need... I mean, if you...
Any intentions?
No, Commander.
Okay.
Commander?
Conversation with Caden complete. We know we don't need to talk to Shaquas. That's fine. I mean, that's really cool, Neptune, to be like, well, I built this and now it's in Star Wars. Because they do film a lot of stuff in the UK. Pinewood, right?
Commander.
You look
Dr.
much better.
Chakwasa. I never...
I'm just...
But I am not like Benet.
Don't worry,
It means a lot to hear. Me? As for the solid... It sounds so... That is why I only meant that... No, please, just pretend. Although we seek to understand others, we still require that we... Others can be more...
Still getting there.
She rarely spoke of... It is possible Benezia's part... Many Asari raise their children... We do... And even after they're gone...
Do you know who makes
She rarely...
Sorry, I already asked that question.
It is possible.
No, you're fine, you're fine. And tell me about your mum.
Maybe
this hurts you.
none of us.
Okay, cool.
Goodbye,
we had that
Shepard.
conversation too. I have to find screenshots of the parts. Yeah, do it. Drop it in the Discord, mate. It'd be really lovely to see. Really cool to see what you've worked on. That's and be like, I have seen that. I saw that in Skeleton Crew. Yeah. Sorry, Daft. I just realised that I hadn't finished answering the thing. Yeah, it is. At least I still have it. You know what I mean? It's not intact, but I'll get a replacement at some point.
He's taking my risk. He actually talked me.
For those who don't know, there is in Mass Effect 3 there is a
Thanks, Commander.
leather jacket that Shepard
So,
can have.
It won't be long now.
I could
For,
tell.
Why didn't you tell
I
me
would
this?
have if I thought I was important.
Sure, some parts for Fernando.
I think
amazing.
I'd like to.
They said
Really
he
like
was
the
lost.
I didn't know
Fernando,
Saren was
the one
cool.
that like does the
We've
little
been
flick.
raiding ships. I was on board.
What did?
I had that's why I didn't mention. There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. Every other merc on that mission.
Okay,
Shepard.
I'm gonna save before I do that again. About something else. Alicia Vikander was my ex-girlfriend's cousin. She was really sad she didn't get to finish the Tomb Raider films. They had planned 3, but only 1 was made. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Lara Croft is a really cool character. Funnily enough, the teacher who taught me biology in secondary school was
Commander,
the
you have a minute to talk.
character model for Lara Croft.
I keep an open door policy.
With all due... Engines, sensors...
You don't trust the Alliance?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council
There we go.
races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
No, we're in a galaxy.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean
filled
standing
with
alone.
Other species.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall...
The first Lara, yeah,
they'll
1996.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
Yeah, she
a
was
pessimist is what an optimist
a
calls a
popular
realist.
teacher,
Look,
shall
if
we
you're
say.
fighting a bear and the only
but
way
she
for
was
you
also
to
really
survive
cool.
is to sick your dog on it and run,
Awesome lady.
you'll do it.
I think she
As
still
much as
teaches
you love
there.
your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will
The
always be more
ultimate
important to them than humans are.
defense of racism. It's not racism. Not really. Like, no, it is. Like,
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
No. The future of humanity is out here.
we know why.
So much we
she
haven't
doesn't
seen
talk
yet.
about them.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise.
Did she also
in
have a
Titan.
square chest?
When we hit mud, the
it wasn't
reality
square.
hit me.
She didn't
I'm
have a
the
triangular
first person
chest,
who ever
but
stood here.
I need
my
to.
drill instructor kicked me in the ass.
So this is
I
a
went
little
face first into the
inappropriate,
muck.
and
He
I
spent the next
apologize for
5
this.
minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
I went to an all-boys high school, secondary school, and she was the biology teacher in an all-boys secondary school. So she was a very popular teacher in that regard.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison.
But she was
He's
also,
the only one
she was
I
very,
know
very,
who uses
very,
that
very
word to
good
describe
teacher
shirking
and
duty.
a very cool lady.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah.
But no.
Gunny
she had
Ellison's
a-
still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous is a great word.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
The students did not
No,
skip
sir.
her classes, no.
Mainly I've been part of the service
They
garrison forces.
may not have paid enough
I did
attention.
get a rotation on a
but
space station for
they
training.
didn't skip.
Every Marine, a
I was
rifleman,
actually fascinated
every
by
rifleman,
biology,
ZG
so I
certified.
did actually pay attention, but
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work
I
with
can't
aliens.
see. I shouldn't have
Like it
answered
or
like
not.
that. I can't see where her
It won't be a
concerns are coming
problem,
from.
Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I'll start flirting.
Would you
a
kiss
little
anyone
bit,
I
because
ordered
I
you
haven't
to?
taken the poll yet.
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order.
I guess the question is
I'd be
rhetorical then,
required
but I
to
take it you're an
decline
Englishman.
and relieve
Yeah,
you
I
of
am
command.
indeed. I am originally from the UK.
Sir.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
From a
I think she's being straight with us.
well, not
or at least,
so little
I don't
town
think she
in the
lies very
southeast.
often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Why?
I don't think
why you
she's
gotta be
used to
weird,
teasing.
Ashley?
Good-natured or otherwise.
No fun,
I mean, I did just tease her, let's be real, but
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Okay, bye. Okay. Well, we had a brief conversation with her where she sort of lightly defended racism, which, you know, not great, but hey ho. Yeah, Ashley, what a treat. Always a treat. I could start taking this now. In fact, I'm gonna just pop 4 into there. Let's see where we're at.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet.
Here's the situation, right? First and foremost, don't be racist. It's super easy. But the second thing I'm going to tell you is if you find yourself in a situation where you've said something and you think you have to respond with, it's not racism, not really. I hate to tell you this. That was racism. It's really that simple. If ever you have to say, it's not really it's like, yeah, no, it is then, isn't it? Because you just said a thing that made you have to immediately defend it. Hello, Tallies, or a no. On the subject of the UK, if you're planning a visit at all, I believe we're closer now to where you were staying before, so hopefully it'll be easy to meet you again. Awesome.
Are you okay?
Haven't got any plans to go back to the UK anytime soon, but if I do, I will definitely let you know.
And your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Why? Is it because I haven't taken you on any missions?
The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
So
the silence wakes you
up. I get too quiet to sleep.
Back on the flotilla,
I have
the
to
last
have
thing
like
you
a
want to hear is silence.
video playing
it means an engine died or an air filter shut down.
I can't do complete silence.
I guess you don't have to worry about that
It's
here.
not quite the sound of like an old rickety ship,
it's more than just the silence.
Though I remember the
This
sounds
ship
of
feels
rickety
so
ships.
Empty. It's
I
like
do live in
half
the
the
States,
crew
yeah,
is
hectic.
missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true.
Living
I'm
on cruise
starting to wonder if
ships,
that's
you
what
do
the
come
pilgrimage is really
to
about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my
expect
people
the sounds
and our
of the
culture.
ship sort of settling.
You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not
cruise
have a
ships
home
make
to
a
go
lot
back
more
to.
noise than you would expect.
I should go.
And it's all good noise.
See you
know what I mean?
later.
It's just noise of, like I say, a ship sort of settling and doing its own thing. But there's no kind of ambience with background music when I need sleep. Yeah, like it's got to be something, you know what I mean? It can't just be silence. It can't just be silence, otherwise I go mad. I go bonkers. Absolutely bananas. Yeah, we're getting used to the moans and groans of Arbo. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and they become a little comforting. It's like that house. You know, the house we're in. We have this you know, wonderful house that we've got, and it makes all sorts of noises, but we wouldn't want them to stop. We wouldn't want them to not make those noises because it's sort of, I don't know, it's comforting in a way.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication.
Okay.
If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Alright. Well, this is a place that I should look into. Survey these places first, though. Varzavig. Fargeloos. Who doesn't love a bit of Fargeloos? I will land on Shardula in just a moment, but first I must run, fill up my water, and go. Actually, no. Before I do that, I need to. I am gonna head to the bathroom and fill up my water.
The second species to join the Citadel. The Solarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellion several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
I will tell them that you sank them. I love you. I hope you enjoyed that piece of information. Madam Blake was was singing a siren song through the door to you guys. I don't know if it picked up at all, but yes. So that's what that was. I love her so much. Alright, let's see what's going on down here. I'm trying to remember this planet. I don't remember many of the planets, to be fair. Oh right, these boys need to level up as well. Let's get that. We heard something but not very clearly, unfortunately. That's okay. I hope Henry Cavill is going to play Shepard in the TV show if they go that route. He teased the script on Instagram. What? I mean, I think I'm into that. I think I'm into it. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. We kindly, respectfully request a true performance. I don't know if she'll do that, but I will ask. Just like, could you come and sing to them again? Right, map. What am I looking for? This one here. Oh, I shouldn't be here yet. No, we're gonna hold off on this until we've been told to come here. Instead, we will. Let's fly back to the Citadel first. Do we want to just do some... Let's do the ones we have. And then we'll go. And then we'll go to the Citadel. We'll do the side quests we have. Yeah, I like Henry Cavill a lot. He does seem to be so here's my...
Message coming in.
I do have some concerns.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command.
With
We're
that,
detecting
because
your
Henry
presence in
Cavill's
the Attican Beta
projects
cluster.
have a habit of
One
not
of our
working
surveillance
out. That's
drones
not his
was gathering
fault,
intel
but they
on
do.
Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down.
I don't know if you can send a link here, but
You
we
need
do
to go
have a
ground
Discord.
side and
Let
recover
me
the
hang
drone's
on.
data module before the Geth find it.
I think I skipped his message. Oh, I'm sorry, Admiral Hackett. I was looking for a thing. Let me get you a Discord link. That is the link to join the Discord, Hexic. If you would like to, feel free. It's not the most active place in the world, but it is where I get to hang out and chat to you folks, which is always lovely. Stallion. And a survey. Ah, survey says Eletania. The beautiful Eletania. I should bring other people at some point, and I know I should. I love my boys. Eletania is one of my favorite planets. I wish the environment wasn't toxic. Let's check out this anomaly first. I always try and do like a sweeping around of the planet. Come on, you big cow on a shopping trolley, you got this. I believe in you. Up the mountain. Oh, down the mountain, suddenly, and fast. Well. And then back up the mountain. Up a slightly different mountain. Awesome. Let me see if I can see what they are. Oh, wow. Okay. To take over that helps them reclaim Talizora. I do see Talizora. Ah, that is very cool. That is very cool. Tobin, if you're watching, is that thing still happening with the chat? I don't know what's going on with it. No. That is very cool, Hexic. Thank you for sending it to me.
Your biotics are impressive.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm surprised that you would stop using the L2 configuration for results like yours.
My headaches can be pretty bad, and I'm one of the lucky L2 implants. The L3s are safer.
Humanity will be judged by the sacrifices its people are willing to make, Lieutenant.
Yeah,
the
yeah, I'm
Turians
very
will have
hyped for the
kept
40k project as well. What's this? It's a big old orb. Who doesn't love an orb? And Amazon is doing both 40k and Mass Effect, so that makes it even more possible. That's true. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if A chip of flint has been forced onto the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upward, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life, the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights, back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder. Winter falls. You must range further for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it, its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all is black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Eletania, lying on your back, and the Prothean artifact looming above you, undamaged, and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you've seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter, captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you probably will never solve. Forget about it. I think you're my new favorite streamer. Soothing voice, kind and humorous. Sorry if I spell some words incorrectly. I'm a Swede, so it's not my mother tongue. Absolutely fine, my friend. Don't worry about that. And that's very, very kind of you to say. Happy to be so. I'm glad you enjoy it. I enjoy reading things. It's always fun when there's a bit of reading to do in a game. The mountain! Okay, where am I going next? To the rocks over here. The palladium deposit. And back down we go. And up. And down. And... oh gosh, I've gone too far. Okay, we're okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Relax. He's quite entertaining. Thanks, Gramps. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Up and down. Look, Gramps is not turn-based. However, it is currently a bit all over the place with regards to my driving. But as previously stated, the Mako handles like a cow in a shopping trolley. Also, I do love Sweden. I've been there twice. This is before switching to voice stuff. Come on, up again. We're almost there. You can see it on the map. We're so close. I believe in you, Mako. You can do this. Up. Come on. And back down. Now the real trick is to not overshoot and miss the palladium deposit. The palladium deposit. The palladium deposit. It's just there. It's just there. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. Get up. Get up. Okay. Excellent. Nailed it. And then we've got... do we think we'll be able to hack these now? I'm sure we will. Thank you. It's a beautiful country, but the people can be a bit cold. But I guess that goes with the weather. Sure. That's fair enough, my friend. I think people can be a bit cold everywhere you go. It's up to you to sort of bring the warmth. the more warm and inviting you try to be, the more warm and inviting people you will have return that, you know? I forgot to turn off my alarm for the end of stream because we're streaming a little late today, folks. I don't know if I... No, I did mention it at the beginning. We're streaming a little later today because the normal Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough videos are sadly not going to be going up today, just because life happens. We weren't able to get a recording session in this week, even though we tried desperately hard to do so. When you're trying to wrangle 4 people for a game to record it just isn't always doable. Doable. Over here. It's a perfect time for me. Time is 8:15. Awesome. Yeah, I try. So I always stream around midday, Eastern time, and that's just because it means that people who are taking. Because I only usually stream for about 2 hours, so people who are taking their lunch in the US get a chance to sort of come hang out and say hi, and people who are sort of winding down their day, because obviously I have an audience that sort of spans both the US and the UK, and I don't want to do a restrictive time for everybody. So I try and time it so that, like, people who are going on their lunch can pop in, say hey, and people who have finished work in the UK can do the same, you know? And now I also have audience in Sweden, which is lovely. Mr. Worldwide, that's what they call me. No one's ever called me that. But, level up. Let's do Vanguard. And then let's do these 2. Yeah, I thought it was sort of like a good way of balancing out a little bit. No, let's do space training instead, actually. Let's do that, and that, and then we'll do that. Any others? That's a cool helmet. We're just going to give him all sniper rifle. And then you can have stasis, lift, advanced lift. Oh, okay. You seem trying to get through. Or did I miss it? I may have messed something up there. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. I think that like sometimes must be sitting upstairs going, what is this? What am I hearing? Oh right, it's the monkey hunting one.
This is the surveillance drone, but where's the data module?
It does look like the helmet from Hellgate London. You're correct. The Garrus one, yeah. Fun's a strong word, Garrus. I completely forgot that this is what happens with this one. Oh, good. We're going to chase down the Pyjacks. Fun fact, this mission is the reason that they made you able to punch the Pyjack in Mass Effect 2. Because this level was notoriously frustrating. Please have it. 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 I hated the Mako the first time I played, but now I love it. Yeah, I mean, I love the Mako. I hate this mission. Does anybody else have it? Maybe? No? Okay. It's the next Pyjak colony. Which is over here. There's one down there that I didn't look at. Let's do that first. And then we can do a sort of loop around. Hope for the best. Welcome to the Pyjak hunting stream. There I was, digging this hole in the ground, so big and sort of round it was. Scooby-Doo-Doo, if you're gonna start singing a song, know the words. What I always say, not what I always do, but yeah, I mean the Mako has charm. Do you have it? 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 Good. Good, my fave. Back we go! Up to this one. And away we go. Let's see if I'm trying to think of something to do to fill the travel time. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep. And by a sleep we say, to end the heartache and the thousand natural scorns the flesh is heir to. No, it's gone. The rest of it's gone. 'Tis a consummation to be devoutly wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come? Puzzles the mind. Sounds deep. It would be if I could remember all of it. I've never played Hamlet. I've never done Hamlet even. I definitely haven't played Hamlet. I'm not a Hamlet. I'm more a Claudio. To be fair, in every the quote-unquote coolest part I ever played, you know, Shakespeare, was Mercutio. Because otherwise, I have played Macduff and Macbeth. That was fun. I have click. Hello? Normally it writes itself. Come on. There we go. Never didn't have it. Anyway, yeah, I played Mercutio and Romeo and Juliet, which is my least favourite Shakespeare, but Mercutio is the best character in it. One of you better have this. None of the monkeys have the module. Wait, maybe this one. No. I would say I'm an uncultured swine. Know of the classics, but really don't know they're about, except for Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be a cultured swine. I just, I mean, I grew up in England, so we studied a lot of Shakespeare. My favorite Shakespeare is Much Ado About Nothing. I would love to play Benedict in that at some point. And maybe I will one day. Who's to say? Life is long. But yeah, Mercutio is my favorite character in Romeo and Juliet because he's the only character that makes any sense. Right? Because they're all... Romeo and Juliet are awful. They're both like, you know, what's the worst decision we could make at every possible opportunity? That one? Let's do that then. The nurse and the priest aren't much better because they kind of encourage it. Obviously, the parents are terrible. And then, yeah, Mercutio the whole time is like, guys, this is probably unwise, right? We should probably not be doing what we're doing. We're going to upset your family. We're going to upset her family. Everyone's going to be mad. It'll lead to bloodshed and death. And you guys met 5 minutes ago. So you can't be in love. And then, you know, Tybalt goes after Romeo, and so because Mercutio is a good friend, he's like, hey, he's too young for this. You're not gonna fight him. I do know that Hamlet because it's based on Danish history, which is like Sweden's little brother, yeah, with a slight warm potato in his mouth when he speaks. What a beautiful descriptor. Yes, very much so.
He dropped the data module.
We got it.
It's a miracle the data module's still intact. Joker can transmit this info to Alliance Command.
Nailed it. And yeah, and then, you know, spoiler alert for Romeo and Juliet, I guess, but then Mercutio, being a good friend and being a smart person, is, like, then killed by Tybalt. And left to die because of his friend's stupid decisions. And so, understandably, gets a little bit peeved and it's like, well, plays on both your hands. You know what? I didn't want to die. I didn't deserve to die for this. And now I've died because you couldn't keep it in your pants. You guys couldn't control yourselves. So it plays on both your hands. You know, I hope it all goes horribly wrong for both of you.
Patching you up.
That's fair. You know? That's a very valid way of feeling after being put in a terrible situation and left to die. But yeah, no, I like a lot of Shakespeare. I get why the classics aren't people's favorites, like the histories, Henry V, Richard III, and things like that, because they can be a little bit on the slow side. Tragedies are fun. Comedies are very fun. I like Shakespeare. Again, I'm British, I kind of have to. Back to the Normandy. Phantom of the Opera is a classic. Yeah, I would call it a classic. Definitely in terms of the book. The book for sure is a classic. The book came out how long ago? A long, long time ago. It's a good book as well. It's short, but sweet. The musical is also actually, to be fair, the musical is probably a classic at this point as well.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI.
Okay.
It's not self-aware, and it
Little
can't
defensive.
access any external systems.
But okay.
We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes.
Are we in the Milky Way?
We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you.
I mean, I got you.
The VI controls all the facilities, weapons, drones, and automated
It's always we didn't do anything illegal, and I'm not racist, but right?
Good luck.
Right? We didn't do anything illegal from Hackett, and it's not really racism from Ashley. Not showing great side of humanity from two of our esteemed colleagues. But hey ho. Here we go.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
No, don't do anything racist, Presley. I know what you're like. Nah, Presley's okay. He just needs to learn.
Looks like the ship's deserted.
Everything's shut down. Only basic life support is running.
Somebody set that trap. This whole place could be wired.
Are we sure this is the VI one? This feels like a different mission to the one we were just briefed on. I've been wrong before, that's for sure. Terminal seems to be an override control for the Worthington's onboard systems. A quick scan relieves deliberate shutdown of nearly every function to save life support. And all remaining power has been rerouted to the medical bay. Intriguingly, the terminal's last recorded action is a command that cut power to the forward doors. Timestamp just minutes before your arrival. Administrator level access is restricted, but the last command appears to be an isolated override. Oh. This is a different mission. I guess we just got given the mission to go to the moon. Sorry, I was confused because I was like, why am I getting this mission now? If I'm gonna go to the Worthington, because the Worthington is very much so a different mission, I thought. Deus Ex Mass
Did you hear
Effect,
that? Sounded like footsteps.
Fallout, Cyberpunk 2077, 40K, your favorite top 5 universes and laws. Would you mind sharing yours? Yeah, I mean, I am a big fan of Mass Effect, Star Wars, Fallout, Dragon Age, Marvel. There's I've got so many. You name it, honestly. The Morrison Company, Shanshi's premier budget passenger line. Please input ID for Dr. Smith. Can't find your key card. For your convenience, this terminal is equipped with a key card tracking system activated to pinpoint the last known location. Remember, efficient flying. Let me just look at this guy.
Looks like that machine is keeping him alive.
No brain activity. He's dead. This body is nothing but an empty shell.
Maybe we should shut the machine down. It's the merciful thing to do.
Your call, Commander. But maybe we should wait until we know more about what's going on before we do anything.
So here's the thing. I am Star Wars 100%. Like, I love Star Wars, and always will. Lord of the Rings, yes, of course. Love Lord of the Rings as well. Harry Potter I loved as a kid, right? And as the storage locker springs open, you discover a jumbled collection of personal belongings. Among these items, you find Dr. Smith's keycard scattered around with various other items, including a small framed photograph of a man and woman. You recognize the man as the comatose patient at medical bay. Notably nestled among the items is an L2 implant maintenance kit. One of the crew members on board with a biotic? Yes. I just played a soldier and killed things, so I just need to replay it. You should replay it, Grams. And do it with this mod list. I thoroughly recommend. Yeah, Harry Potter I loved when I was a kid. And I still love the universe. However, I can't support J.K. Rowling. I just can't. Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan and have been since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I grew up with the books. But I am one of the people that disagrees with J.K. Rowling. I think she has taken the opportunity to use a platform that could be used to do such good and do a lot of harm with it. Just go to the point where Judy Meakin is 421 days over an emergency in the crew quarters dated 422 days ago. View personal logs. Let me unlock the crew quarters, but also play last entry.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of
oxygen. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong.
Long.
You love what you love, like I say,
There's nothing any of us can do
Hector,
for
you
him
know what
now
I mean?
except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
But yeah, I'm a Slytherin. My, wand was flexible ash with a unicorn hair. Whoa. Cool.
Damn.
My Patronus was a beagle. Right. Exactly. And, like, just don't think what you want. But don't use your platform to
They say
hurt
Jacob's
people,
gone.
you know what I mean?
They say his brain isn't functioning
But
anymore.
yeah, no, I agree with you.
And they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry.
Yeah, I get that.
Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't.
Yeah. I actually wound up having to do, because obviously the Harry Potter game came out like a couple years ago, and I wanted to play it more than anything, but I couldn't support. You're a Ravenclaw, excellent.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
I don't remember those videos being a part of this. Hey, Julia! As Julia falls, the last piece of this tragic puzzle falls into place. Her desperate actions, driven by grief and side effects from her L2 implants, led to a grim ending for the Worthington's crew. Now all that's left is to deal with Jacob. I don't remember this being as detailed as that. More mod updates. Who doesn't love it? Alright, let's, we'll let him die with dignity.
It's time to let him go. Shut down the machines.
I mean, what are we going to do? Leave
You did
him
the right thing,
floating?
Commander.
Sorry, were his eyes black there for a second? It looked like he was just like hollow voids for eyes. Metal Gear also slaps. Metal Gear does slap. I've not played any of the games, but I know all of the lore. I watched a like 3.5-hour documentary on the whole story from start to finish of Metal Gear, from Metal Gear Solid to Metal Gear, the original like 2D pixels thing, and to Metal Gear 5 and Ground Zeroes. So I know Metal Gear very well at this point. I have not played. Well, that's not true. I've played the games, but I've not like played the games. You know what I mean?
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination
I've not
in
played
progress.
them through to finishing. Snake Eater's getting remade soon, isn't it? Which is interesting. I thought they couldn't make any more Metal Gear games from after.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
After Kojima was ousted. Are there any universes you tried to get into but never succeeded? Kingdom Hearts.
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
I want to.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, Hexic, you and I are going to be friends. Cramps. Yeah, I mean, I want to get into. I want to get into Kingdom Hearts, but there's just so much story that I just don't. It's so the playing order is all over the place. It's very weird. Hello, Commander. I hope you don't mind me sending you a message like this. It may not be appropriate. I'm sure you have a lot more important things to take care of, but I wouldn't want to bother you. But I just learned that you've developed an interest in the works of Matriarch Delanaga. I thought it would be worth informing you that I have copies of 4 of her writings. I'm sending them to you immediately. Those writings have had profound meaning and importance for the Asari and deeply influenced our beliefs and philosophies. I could talk about this for days, but this is not for the place. Of course, if you read them and you want to share some thoughts, I'd love to hear and discuss it. I apologize once again for bothering you with this. No, Liara. Don't ever apologize for bothering me with things. It's never a bother. Never a chore, always a pleasure. As they say. Jacqueline? Hello, Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you.
Well, I didn't want to
and
bring
making
that
a fool
up,
of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Yeah, that's
we don't
a
have
very
the
apt
luxury of
description.
time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer.
And also they didn't want to send one of their own after
I know
Saren.
what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again.
Nah, it's okay.
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings.
So,
I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
Look, we're doing this.
My mistake then. I am not as adept at understanding
And I'll tell you why
human
we're doing
relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or
And I'll tell you why
was I
I'm
wrong
doing this.
about that too?
No.
I already
you're right.
know a decision that
There
I'm
is
going to
something
make later
between
in the
us.
game.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close
This is
to
a little
you?
early, I think.
We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common.
And just because I
This
romance her
makes
in this
no
game doesn't mean that I'm going to romance
These
her in
things
every
never
game, you
make
know?
sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You...
No explanation needed.
I need some
Yeah,
time.
look, I just...
Take all the time
Of the
you
two
need, Liara.
choices that you get
I'll be here.
as Shepard in Mass
Thank
Effect
you,
1.
Shepard. Let's just talk
Liara
about something
is the
else for
choice.
now.
I should go.
Goodbye,
Ash is
Shepard.
fine. She is a space racist, but, like, she can learn, and she does. Hello, Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a
They know
sense.
about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
Poor dude.
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
It's because they've gone
Yeah,
away.
they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans.
But then...
Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually.
I guess
That's
you
why
do get
Kinetics
Turian
kept it a
biotics,
secret.
but you don't really
They were
see
afraid
them.
of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
I mean, that's the
The
perfect
Asari
time
would
to
have been
ask
more
them for help.
acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. I mean, hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their
Which is a
choice
good
of
thing to
teachers
learn.
didn't help much.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus.
Mm-hmm.
A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic.
Biotics? Human biotics had a real rough go of things, particularly with
Did he ever
things
face
we learned
charges
later
for
in the
that?
series, you know what I mean?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
And that's why...
Just trying to get a
I've
sense
wasted
of...
enough of your time for now.
What's your opinion on...
I mean, if you... No, Commander. Commander?
Alright, more people we can talk to. There is... there is a moment where things come... So, here's the thing. I'll flirt with Ashley still. And I'll put the poll up. And then see what people say. I know what I would prefer.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
How so?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new
To
black
have
market
too many
lab or
organs
if some
floating
freak
around.
was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Mechanicus, Raven Garden Creek.
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts
Solid
to the
options.
black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs.
An L-Corps diplomat
stationed in a bit
doing
of a
that
panic.
is wild.
But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So you're very much an Imperial man. Excellent.
First, we got a hold of a sample
Or
and ran
person.
DNA
I haven't
tests.
asked you.
The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects
I mean, you
of
try anything, right? When
it doesn't work, but that doesn't stop
you
them
do have the
from
orcs as well. I mean,
They'll
who
pay up
doesn't
to
love the
10,000
orcs?
credits
They're the
each,
most
and
fun
40,000
faction.
for a full set.
Oof.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about
you
the
would try
geneticist?
everything if your
I brought in
species
some
has
of his
been hit with something
employees
like
for
genophage. You know what I mean? You would
see if
do
I could
everything
get
in
them
your
to
power
talk.
to try and get them to.
While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh.
That's a lot.
That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off.
Clever if you can do it.
Poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess. But only
As
on
they
the
would be.
inside,
Anytime you're putting more organs and things, unless you are.
I hope he got what he
Adeptus
deserved.
Astartes,
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
it tends to not work.
Why
out
not?
well. You
What
have
the
the
hell
number of
happened?
organs you're supposed to have.
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the
Say that
Citadel.
again.
I told them those hostages were dead anyway.
What, the orcs, the
Just
most
used
fun
them to make
faction?
more
They are.
organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away.
Or
just
do you mean
the
the thing about
Yes, they did.
you try
I went to
anything if
Patton
you
and told him what I
species
thought
was
of him and his
experiencing some
policies.
xenophage, you know,
He said if I
including
didn't
a
like it, I
testicle
could quit.
transplant.
Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard
I was
responsible
saying,
for it all.
yeah, most people have the
If you
number
don't
of
care
organs
about the
they're
fate of
supposed
those
to have.
hostages, then you're no
You know what
better
I
than
mean?
he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Like, so, unless you're an Adeptus Astartes, you shouldn't have two lungs,
That's all.
two hearts, two things like that.
Do you
Unless
have
you
any
are
idea what happened to
naturally
Dr.
have
Salion?
those things.
I sent out feelers from
And
time
like
to
some things
time,
need to be
hoping
taken
find
out
something. I thought I'd found him a while back.
or put on,
He changed ships and changed
and
his
that's
name to
fine.
Dr.
But
Hawk,
like,
his idea of a joke.
when it comes to like
I told the military,
vital
but they weren't
organs,
convinced it was him.
most people
I
have
got
the
the
number that they're
transponder
supposed to have.
frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get
Yeah,
a chance.
we'll help you hunt this
I was
person
hoping
down.
you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you
Two
go.
lungs,
If it's
two
Salion,
pairs of
I'm gonna be
lungs.
there when you find him.
You know what I meant, Grabs. Don't. You know what I meant.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Mechanicus would disagree.
Such as,
You are right.
I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us.
Praise the
They followed Jared,
out.
one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
But if you're just perpetually fighting,
what did you want?
Wipe yourselves out.
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough.
Yep.
I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
Sounds like Jared.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from,
the French
where we all go.
Catacombs.
It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
Unfortunate.
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life.
That's rough.
But not
and it
before
makes
I
sense why
sank
he's so
my dagger deep
grumpy.
into my father's chest. That is why I left. And that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father.
Your granddaddy.
I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects
we'll go get that
relics
too.
from the war.
You know, we're gonna
He's
help
made
out
millions
Garrus,
selling
we'll
Krogan
help you
artifacts that
out.
were stolen from my people.
We'll help Liara out.
He's got
we'll
several bases where he stores his
out.
goods. All fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
You will be.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go talk to Tally. And then I'm going to save before I talk to Ashley. And we'll call it there. Because I'm going to put up this poll. And I want...
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
I want to see what people think.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected.
Is it because of your dad?
What's so special about you?
It's my father.
Yeah,
He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board.
He emailed us.
He's one of only
to tell us
5 people
not to
who
let
can
you die.
overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
I know who Net will vote for.
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself.
Or would it be Tally? Because you can't.
Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen.
I can't date Tally
but it doesn't
in this
work that
one.
way in practice.
It's literally
People
just
have
Liara
always
and
treated me
Ashley
differently
in the
because of
first
who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed.
I mean, yeah, we are literally
saving
the galaxy, so that should be enough, right?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to
no
understand
stress
Quarian culture. We're a very insular
But he'd vote for
society.
Tally in the later ones.
The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth.
So
but even if
I
we stop
struggle
Saren,
with Tally.
That's not going to happen.
Because
there's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone,
I see her like a little
our
sister.
exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make
because
everyone
she's
happy?
so young and naive when you first meet her,
understand the Geth.
and it feels weird
They've
to then.
changed significantly since the exile.
Yes,
They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to
And like
study
Liara
them,
is
but
also
it's
young,
not
but she
easy.
doesn't act
They're very reclusive.
as young as Tally does.
Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop
we'll
Saren.
go look in Tally.
Then I'll worry about
Oh,
my
look,
own
I just agreed to help Garrus
What was your
and
father
Rex, so we're gonna help.
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter
Don't
of one of the
you
Admiralty.
worry, me old
Even
maca.
before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence.
I think the reason it
As a
doesn't,
kid,
I don't feel the
sometimes
same way
felt
about
like he was
Liara.
pushing me
Liara
too hard.
presents herself as like a romantic
But
option
now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me.
in this
The world
game
doesn't owe
very
us
early,
anything.
and
If
Tally
we want
doesn't.
something in life,
And
we have to earn
then
it.
by the
Where was your
time we
mother?
come around to like, you can date
Mother was
Tally,
around, but
I'm
she
like,
always
yeah, but
seemed
now
to
I
kind
know
of
you
blend
as
into the
like
background.
my little sister, you know.
Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends
Legion
to
is
do
one of
that
my
to
favorites.
people.
Oh, I love Legion.
She passed on about 5
And that's
years
fair,
ago.
Neptune. That makes
Some
perfect
airborne
sense to me.
virus
That's a
swept
lot of
through the
people's
fleet.
experience, I think.
Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of
I
it,
mean, that happens
I
with
can't
people in
ever remember
responsibility.
seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by
Heavy is
all
the
that
head that wears the
responsibility.
crown and all of that.
I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
That's rough.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
I want to talk about something else.
See you later.
Oh, what do you want to talk about that I should leave? All right, I'm gonna save before we talk to Ashley because there is a real risk of dating her and I don't want to do that if we're not doing that. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, particularly with the later stream. I really appreciate that. Maybe I'll start doing longer streams with Mass Effect. I'm a little gutted that I'm not going to get to play it for 2 days. I'm very excited for the weekend because it is Madam Blake's birthday, and we're going to have some fun and go places and do stuff. But I am... Now that I'm Mass Effect's one of those games, the hooks are in, and so I want to play it every day, but I'm not playing it every day at the moment, and that's okay. That's good. That's fine. You know? But yeah, we will be back on Monday. Same time, same place, same game, 12 p.m. Eastern time, for more Mass Effect. So please do come and join us then. Like I say, there is no... thank you for coming and joining us, Hexic. Absolutely. Yeah, I might start doing 3-hour streams for this game. Yeah, thank you so much. I will send all of your love and well wishes on to Madam Blake. Yeah, there is no Baldur's Gate 3 today just because we weren't able to record it, and that's okay. But we'll be back on Monday with more streams, more Indiana Jones. It's going to be a good time. I will see you then. And I look forward to seeing you then. Between now, though... Oh, hang on. Must remember. If you don't know what to comment, and you're watching this back on YouTube and you want to leave a comment, please leave the comment... Ashley or Liara, just to let me know what... well, let me know that you made it that far into the video, and also to help get the video in front of wonderful people like yourselves. Now that I have said that... Between now and when I see you next, which again, Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be back here with more Mass Effect. Please, as always, do stay safe, stay kind, and be good to each other. I love your faces, folks, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.